I must find the perfect spoon.
Excuse me, I need a spoon.
My spoon is too big.
Spoon with me, dude!
What is going on, Spoon Gang, and welcome back to the kitchen. I'm Logan, joined as always by Sam and Skip, and we are the Little Spoon Snatchers. Welcome into today's episode.
What's up?
Welcome to the kitchen.
How we doing?
Doing fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah, today's gonna be a busy day. Well, for you.
For me?
Yeah, because movies once,
Oh.
podcast, movie again.
Yeah. And lawn mode. Inside and outside. Inside and outside.
You mowed the inside of your
Wait,
house?
what?
Yeah. Well, like my fence.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not how people specify
Yeah.
that.
Well,
I say front and back.
Well, yeah, but I live on a corner, so it's tough. I don't really have a front and a back. I just have an inside and an outside. You know?
I would say the back is the inside of the
Yeah,
fence.
but you could say that, but I don't.
What?
We call it the inside and the outside.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a little thing we do. It's just a fun little thing.
It's just a Sherman thing.
Well, before we get into today's episode, I just want to ask everybody out there listening, everybody out there watching, if you're on YouTube watching, just feel free to subscribe. Like, why not? And then also like and comment and do all that fun stuff. Share, maybe. That'd be cool.
Press the bell.
Oh, yeah, the bell's there, too. Yeah. Do that. If you're on Spotify or Apple listening, then you should, follow the podcast on there. You should share it with someone. You should give it, a 5-star review. I don't really know what else there is.
Either a 5 or a 4, right?
Yeah, we'll take a 4 too. If you love it, give it a 5. If you hate it, absolutely despise it, give it a 4.
Yeah.
Those are the limits.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, I'm just gonna throw this out because I just realized that we can do this. There is on our Anchor account. So if you go to I think it's Anchor, Little Spoon Snatchers, something like that. If you look up Little Spoon Snatchers on Google, you'll find it. You can actually leave us a voice message, and we can play it in the podcast, which would be sick. So why don't you do that?
Dude, that would be awesome.
Yeah, throw us some your hot takes, and we'll react to them.
There were also a couple hot takes. It'd be fun. Yeah, that's cool. And then obviously, just outside of all of it, we got a Twitter, we got an Instagram, we got a Facebook, we got a TikTok. Follow us on all that.
Most importantly, follow us on the TikTok. Because we are creating some good content. We got the Fast 5 little series we've been making up. We got some good stuff with that coming up. And then, some other funny stuff. I love it.
We like to be funny.
Yeah, TikTok's just the greatest. So how do people think of some of the things that they post?
It's the worst, too. It's the best and the worst.
It's so funny. If we're going to talk about funny things, I'm just going to talk about how funny all of this stuff is that it keeps popping up on every one of my timelines on all of it. Zach Wilson.
Oh, yeah.
How great
so
are
funny.
these memes? These are the best memes I've seen.
He's a dog.
He is. There was one I saw, it was a picture of they're in surgery or something, and they're the doctor's there's just too much dog in them.
I have a goal in life to buy an NFL jersey from every team.
He's your Jets.
I've never had a Jets player that I was Frank Gore, but he was only there for a year. Never had a Jets player that I was going to get a jersey for. I think there's a Zach Wilson one in my cart right now.
Yeah, it's got it.
It's got to be.
It's so funny. It's just I don't know what makes it better, if it's true or if it's false. I don't know.
So, background to let you guys know what happened. His ex-girlfriend was hooking up with his ex-best friend or ex-roommate. They're dating now. Yeah. Who is a Commanders wide receiver now.
Yeah.
He was a receiver at BYU. Well, his ex-girlfriend is now with him, and on some podcast or Instagram story or something along those lines, somebody called her a homie hopper, and then she called Zach Wilson out for sleeping with his mom's best friend. That's just hilarious. The memes just keep rolling, and every single time I'm sitting there on my phone and I scroll and I see a meme, I chuckle because it's just so funny. They're just so good.
I think the song Stacy's Mom is just a Zach Wilson memoir.
It has to be. It has to be.
That was probably his song of the week growing up.
Every week. Every week.
Oh my god.
And you know what though? Like, there's so many things that like happen with these quarterbacks that like you never live down. You know, Deshaun Watson has his thing going on. That's a very negative thing. He's never going to live that down, and it's going to be something that tarnishes his legacy forever. If you're going to have something to be attached to you for your entire career and beyond, this is what you'd want it to be, right?
Yeah, if you're Zach Wilson, you never deny this.
Yeah.
Ever.
Every time, even if it's not true, you say, I can neither confirm nor deny the allegations.
So Kirk Cousins, like a big Christian guy, like there was a rumor of him in college that at a party he like single-handedly beat up like 5 people on the wrestling team, and like when confronted about it, like in an interview or something, he said, "No, I was at church with my dad." Like, you gotta deny that. You gotta take that, and you gotta say, "Yep, I did that." Like, it's like, don't be a Kirk Cousins, Zach. Don't be a Kirk Cousins.
Just the best.
And you are right though. Like a lot of quarterbacks, and maybe they don't tarnish. Like I mean, I don't know. What's the first thing you guys think of when you think of Tim Tebow? Like when he does the kneel, like he does the kneel. That's the thing that I think of. I mean, it's literally called Tebowing.
Yeah.
There's things that just like attach to these quarterbacks, and they live on with their legacy for the rest of their life. And you know, I think Zach picked a pretty good one to keep for them. I would say
he didn't even pick it. He didn't even bring it out.
It just happened.
Oh man!
I mean, talk about though. Look at her, the biggest backfire in the history of ever. Like, you comment that thinking that everyone's going to be on your side, like, oh, Zach Wilson's such a bad guy. Dude, the world loves Zach Wilson right now.
I'm rooting for him now. I want him to win a Super Bowl.
I'm a Jets fan.
I'm a Jets fan. Oh.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
What a guy.
Any other big things going on around the town?
Logan, what have you been up to?
Nothing, just packing, getting stuff ready. I'm going to see a new movie tonight. Did it release tonight?
I saw it on TikTok. Someone went to see it a few nights ago.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense for it to be released on a Tuesday night, probably.
I think it just released, though.
Probably like the weekend or something.
Yeah.
You big horror guy?
Nope, hate it. Why, and especially in the summer. Why the world? Is that what this movie's about? Black Phone? Is that what it's about? Horror? Why? For what
it's
reason?
like a suspenseful horror.
Yeah.
What? It's fun.
You guys are gonna pay money
what would be
to
like
scare
the
yourself.
Oh, you're saying like fall would be like a good time for that?
I mean, better, but I wouldn't still.
Well,
watch
it's not like a Michael Myers or one of those type of scary movies. It's just like a guy kidnaps a kid, and so it's like
him in his basement.
yeah, it's like a suspenseful scary movie, like jump scare, like things like that, but more suspense than.
The premise that I believe is a guy kidnaps a kid, he's like a magician, kidnaps him, locks him in his basement, and the ghosts of the kids that he had killed in the past help this kid escape. Which I don't know if it's going to be good, I don't know if it's going to be bad, but I'm excited for it.
Yeah, it should be fun. I mean, depends. We might see that, or we might see Minions.
It's a toss.
I mean, we're really gonna flip a coin when we get there. I mean, really both ends of the spectrum. But no, nothing's new in my life.
Nothing.
Never is.
Dude, you got a big trip coming up though.
Yeah, you go to Tennessee?
Yeah, Tennessee, then Colorado.
2 big trips.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if there's any disc golf courses in Tennessee.
You have to.
And Colorado, actually.
Have to.
Yeah.
Absolutely have to. That's one thing that I will do every time that I travel, especially when I drive. I always have my bag with me in my car, so why wouldn't I? You know,
Yeah.
We went to Kansas City, and I think we talked about this before, but I went to Kansas City and I found a disc golf course, tried it out. I loved it, super fun, different from all the ones we have around here. Like I think it's free, so why wouldn't you?
Yeah. I'm flying to Colorado, so that might be a little tricky. But I am driving to Tennessee.
Just throw a couple discs in your bag. You just need 2.
I was thinking about it.
Yesterday you played with 1 disc, so.
Or you just find a store out there and buy like 3.
True.
I think that's got to be a goal. Is I want to play disc golf in every state. If I can play in 50 different states, 50 different courses, that's a win.
Yeah,
Why in Alaska will be hard, but
I'm sure
we
there's
can
a
get
disc
there.
golf. I'm sure there's a disc golf course in Alaska.
Some penguins.
no, I'm not saying it's hard to find a disc golf course there. It's hard to
Go
get to
in there.
Alaska.
Yeah.
Those are probably the 2 the hardest to get to.
I plan on visiting every state. So if I'm going to visit it, why not,
Play disc golf. Yeah.
My sister has a goal. I don't know if you know this, but Starbucks has mugs, like custom mugs for every state. And every time, it's not like she doesn't have to go to the state, but like every time Kyle's out of town for work, or every time like I'm out of town, we buy her a mug from that state. And she's trying to get one from every state. So that's her goal. Mine is disc golf. But it's tough for me because I actually have to be there.
Megan and I have one with magnets. We try to get a magnet from every, but
Stipulation.
Stipulation. There we go. Thank you. Is that we have to stay one night in it. Like we have to sleep in that state, and then we'll pick up a magnet.
Yeah, you can't just like drive through it.
And say, "Oh, we were there." You know what I mean? Like I want to say, like we actually stayed there.
Feels like cheating.
It's a good caveat.
Yeah,
it's fun.
But hey, if you see our faces right now, that means one thing.
Oh yeah,
and one thing only.
Yeah,
you're on YouTube.
Oh,
and what is on YouTube?
Videos.
Yep.
Shorts.
And who posts videos?
YouTubers.
People?
YouTubers.
Oh wow. I have like 5 that I really like.
You have 5? I have 5.
I have like 4.
Well, that's what we call a segue, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow. Are we gonna cream of the crop?
We can harvest
Are
right
we
now.
gonna do a cream of the crop?
Harvest right now.
YouTubers?
I don't believe it.
This right now?
Well, the intro just started playing.
The cream of the crop!
Wait, I think I can hear it. It's coming. That's a good time to add it right
Yeah, we'll add it in there, and then yeah.
All right.
Keep all this in.
I don't know if you know that, but like we actually don't hear that. It doesn't pop up. Like we add that later. It's crazy.
Somebody doesn't just.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's wild.
there's nobody here doing that.
Mind blowing.
Editing's wild.
Wait, there's editing in videos?
Sometimes some of these YouTubers do it.
I could never tell by our editor.
Some of these YouTubers don't do it. Actually, they pay other people to do
That's
it.
true. Yeah, but we don't have that money.
Yeah, you do it for free.
Yeah. Sam, do you want to start?
I can.
Because you don't really like your list, so.
I didn't say I don't like it. I mean, the only thing with this is I don't draw such. I mean, there are a couple that I have like a connection with and I really like, but I don't really draw that keen to one YouTuber. And it's not to say that I don't watch YouTube, because I watch YouTube a lot, like all the time, every night actually. But like I don't have like, it's like there's a select few, and I guess it's good to have a top 5, because when I have like maybe 4 or 5 that I am like drawn to. But yeah, all right, I'll go first. Are we doing honorable mentions?
Sure. I have 3 on my honorable mentions.
Okay. I mean, yeah, there's not really a YouTuber I hate, I guess. So.
Yeah, there's some.
All right.
You're right.
What are you talking about?
Never mind.
All right, so for my honorable mentions, I'll just do that first. I went with Smosh Games, like the board games one, Mojo Top 10, and Team Edge. So number 5, I went with my favorite Minecraft YouTuber, and Captain Sparkles. He's the best. I just like watching him play anything to do with Minecraft, whether it be Hunger Games or like Capture the Flag. He actually has one series. It's like a series with 3 other people. I think Syndicate's in it. It's called Trinity Island. It's the most fun series that I have ever seen on YouTube. Like, and I'd actually go back and rewatch it. Like when I've watched it once or twice, but like I have to wait until I forget about it again, and then I'll go back and I'll rewatch it again. It's the concept is they have an island and they have to beat all of the bosses. So this is on 1.8, so there was like a couple other bosses that weren't there yet. Yeah. But they have to beat all the bosses, do all these other tasks, but it's like hardcore. So like if they die, they're kicked off the server forever. And like it's just a fun little series to watch. And yeah, so Captain Sparkles is my favorite Minecraft YouTuber. For number 4, I went with Noah J456.
I couldn't remember his name.
He's my favorite Call of Duty Zombies content creator. He does a lot of good stuff. Like I don't know, I like watching him play the new maps with his friends, but also by himself. He also watches and reacts to world records for like the speed runs on Easter eggs, which is always fun because I love Easter egg hunting on zombies. But yeah, like I just like watching him, and his voice is kind of like fun. I don't know how to explain it other than it's like it's not like soothing, but it's not like, oh my god, this voice is so annoying. Like I picture this guy to have this voice, and he's super energetic and something I can watch. What?
No,
What
nothing.
could you
We used to
possibly
watch
say?
him all the time. Like he did all those top fives.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he has done top fives. There was another one. I think it's like the Smith Plays. He does the top like
yeah.
fives. But yeah, number 3. These top 3 are like pretty like guessable, I guess you could say. How you guys should probably know it, but they're actually the only 3 that I've actually bought merch from. So I had to put them at the top 3.
That's a good line.
Yeah. So for 3, I put the Nelk Boys. I think they're hilarious. They're just stupid, do funny things. Like their golf course pranks are so funny, and like it's just a great time. They like put on like a 40-minute like videos, and they just them partying, going town to town, partying. Like they've literally made their own seltzer called Happy Dads, and I've never tried it yet, but I really want to.
I've literally never heard of these guys before.
Nelk Boys, they're hilarious. I don't know if it's up your alley of like hilarious, but to me, like I think they're dumb and stupid and funny. What else about them? Yeah, the one thing that I really do like that they do is with their merch, they release it like once a month or like once every 2 months, and it's one drop and that's it. Like you have one chance to buy everything. So when things like get sold out, like they never get recreated or anything like that. So yeah.
I got a question about them, but I don't want to like spoil if it's not them, if it's someone else on your list. Like, can you describe like a little bit more about them? Because I don't want to like say like, oh, is it these people? But
Is it who?
I feel like whatever you say would not spoil his top 2.
Yeah.
was it?
Pretty sure my top 2 is pretty.
Oh yeah, you're right. Wait, is this the guy that like the bodybuilder that hurts himself?
No, that's Houston Jones.
Oh yeah.
He is funny. Like he's hilarious.
I just imagined he would be on your list because I remember a while ago listening.
Do you know the next 2?
I know the next 2 now. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I could have thought about it.
But like, yeah, no, these guys are. You would know them if you looked them up.
Then yeah.
They're the Nelk Boys. They actually just did a podcast with Luke Combs and Post Malone.
I did just see that.
Yeah, I do know them.
They're hilarious. Like those podcasts were amazing to watch. Like they played Post Malone in beer pong, like just on the podcast. Like, and then if the one guy lost, he had to get a tattoo on his butt of Buffalo Wild Wings because he used to be like the Buffalo Wild Wings commentator or like the voiceover thing, and he hates him now because they got fired or something along those lines. He hates him. Yeah. So then he lost to Post. Post Malone drained a death cup on him, and now he has to get Buffalo Wild Wings tatted on his butt. But yeah, no, they're always just fun. Like they do like the Sasquatch episode's hilarious. So they find like because people actually really think like Sasquatch is real. I mean, maybe it is. I don't know. I've never seen one, but like they find people who are really extremist, and they like tell them like they're extremists too. So they like film it and whatever, and they get this guy, big guy, in like a Sasquatch outfit, and like they get people going, dude. It's like the best. You just have to watch them. Number 2, Dude Perfect. I love Dude Perfect for every single episode I've ever seen of them. Like I've actually watched them since they came out back when I wouldn't say when they came out because they were doing stuff like in the backyard and stuff, but I would say like once they kind of evolved into having their own office, that was when I kind of started. It was like definitely in high school.
Yeah.
But yeah, I tuned into every episode, whether it be stereotypes or overtime or just trick shots or battles. I don't know. I just love watching them compete. Tyler is probably my least favorite out of the group.
Least favorite?
Yeah.
Tyler
Toney.
What?
It's not that I don't like him. I just get mad that he wins all the time.
Cream of the crop, Dude Perfect, guys.
Dude, he's like a solid at least top 2.
Yeah. I'm always rooting for
I'd say
Purple
3.
Hoser.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
Mine I think
Purple
are Kobe, Purple Hoser, Ty.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that I don't like Ty. I like him. He just wins all the time, so it's like,
Where do you put the twins?
I think the one that loses all the time is probably one of my favorites too.
Yeah, that's my number one. Or unless I said his name wrong.
You just love an underdog.
Always. I mean, look at all the teams I like.
Yeah, he's so funny.
Yeah. And then number one, the guys that I literally fall asleep to every day, and it's Good Mythical Morning. It's not hard to pick because, I mean, everything they do is, like, it's just fun. It's just entertaining. Like, we paid for a pay-per-view, or like you did.
Which they're bringing back.
Yeah, they're doing it again. I just saw.
That they are?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I know what we're
1st.
paying for.
Good
September 1st?
Good Mythical Night or whatever.
Evening.
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah,
man.
I just saw it.
It's incredible. Like, we paid for a pay-per-view for YouTubers. Like, that's crazy. But, like, I would do it again for them because that's just how entertaining they are. And, I mean, to say that they haven't, like, inspired a lot of our ideas on YouTube, on our podcast is kind of, like, ignorant because, like, they have. Like, everything they've done, we've tried to reciprocate in some way or shape or form.
I think both your top two, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I love them both. And I love Good Mythical Morning. Like, whenever they come out with that Good Mythical Morning t-shirt where it's just GMM and you have to, like, it's like
The golden one?
Yeah, the golden one. Every single time I'll order it. Just in case I somehow maybe get the gold one or the blue one or something that's just not the silver one. Like, and I get some sweet prize, of course.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I? Like, they have a lot of cool merch. They're just fun. And, like, I love them.
Hey, can't beat it.
Yeah, they're great.
Do you want me to go next?
Do whatever.
Okay, I'll do it. I'm going to say this. So, my list, I tried keeping it with YouTubers under 1 million subscribers.
Why?
Because
For what reason?
the top, 4 of them, regardless, or 3 of them, were all, actually 4, because I made this list a while ago, and 4 of them were under 1 million. So I was like, I don't want to have one guy in there that's a big name, and then like 4 smaller YouTubers. So I just made a top 5 with all less than 2 million. I couldn't get it under 1 million.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
So
Why don't you just pick your 5 favorite YouTubers like the list is literally told to be?
Well, so my honorable mentions are Mr. Beast and then Dude Perfect and GMM. And GMM would have been number 5, but I knew you were going to talk about him, so I didn't want to have him on the list.
That's just dumb.
Fine, GMM's number 5. I knew you were talking about GMM, so I took them off the list and put another guy on there.
Just make it your list. Like, it's...
So my top 5, all less than 2 million. Number 5 is Leon Lush. He would be an honorable mention, but you fine. You're going to put him at number 5 or switch it around. GMM's going to be number 5, but I like Leon Lush a lot, so I'll talk about him. He's going to be my official number 5.
Okay. Who is he?
He just makes like reaction videos, and he's pretty funny. I actually started watching him because of Mr. Beast, and then I kind of started.
He has 2 million subscribers.
Oh, is he at 2 million now?
Oh, dude, your list is invalid.
Well, he was
he's
on-
at 1.94.
Oh, so actually he's less than 2 million, so he fits.
Was this the guy that? Because you said under 1 million. Was this the guy that broke the?
No, there were 2.
Oh, so you're a liar.
Well, no, because I
Listen,
made
I'm gonna look all of them up.
I made
You
this
better
list.
hope that they are all under 1 million.
I made this
You better
list
hope.
back in February because I started just making a bunch of cream of the crops because I knew that we were going to do them eventually, and this was one of them that I made. And at the time, the 4 that I had were all under 1 million. Number 4 passed 1 million, so he's over 1 million. And then at number 5, I was like, I'm just gonna put Leon Lush on there because, I don't want to have one big name with a bunch. So my top 4, my definitive top 4, who I would put as 1, 2, 3, 4 for sure. Number 4 is Drew Donnell. He makes. He's the only YouTuber that I watch on a daily basis, and he just reacts to like maps and alternate history stuff, and it's very entertaining. And if you don't think it's entertaining, then you just don't know entertainment, I guess.
That does sound entertaining to me.
He reacts to like memes about history.
Yeah.
It's very educational. It's kind of like Vsauce, but like.
Do you watch Country Balls?
Oh yeah, I love Country Balls.
Hang on. Let me look somebody up because I guarantee you he's going to be on the list.
Okay.
Are you talking about number 3? Or wait, yeah, you probably number 3.
Oh, he's got over 1 million subscribers.
Yeah, he did pass it.
Yikes, Skip.
Who are you thinking?
I don't know. Go for
'Cause I
it.
bet you they're number 3.
Who?
Say it. Same time.
No.
Same time.
3,
It's your list.
2, 1. Well, that's not fun, either one of you.
Number 3 is Grady Smith.
Yeah, that's who it was.
Oh yeah, really? Yeah. He's top guy.
The worst.
Why?
Because he reacts to country music and it's not good takes.
He has a lot less than aliens.
Yeah, he's
He's-
Yeah, because he's so terrible at reacting to country music. It's like unbelievable. It's like the worst.
You're wrong.
No, I'm not wrong.
Yeehaw or you know.
We disagree a lot.
Like you and Grady Smith?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
But I think it's fun whenever I find someone through him, or it's even more fun when I find someone and then like, you know, up and coming, and then he ends up reacting to them, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. But he's just, I mean, he had me on the list because he posted me on his Instagram, and he's one of the guys that I bought merch from. So
That's all right.
So yeah, he has to be a top 3. I actually have 2 shirts, I think, from him. One says Thicket, and the other one, I don't know what it says.
Me
But-
neither.
It was an older shirt. But yeah, he's great. Reacts to country music, and I like country music. Number 2 is someone who actually shares your last name. It's Zach Beal. It's not his YouTube videos that I find, amazing. I watch them though, but it's his live streams that are just really like 10 out of 10, the best part. And he just reacts to horror games, so you probably wouldn't like him because you don't like getting scared. But he plays horror games and watches horror videos.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, he does.
Oh yeah.
Did he spell the name right or no?
Yeah.
Why? What does
No,
it say?
not Zach Beal, bro.
What?
No one asking about the spelling of Zach. He was asking about the spelling of Beal.
Oh, it's his last name. Yeah. He reacts to horror videos.
Yeah, Z-A-C-K. He spells it right.
No, Z-A-C-H.
It is an H.
Oh, so yeah, you can spell it different. No H, no K.
All right, who's your
No,
number
but the
one?
point. Okay.
Yeah, he reacts to horror videos and plays horror games. And then number 1, by far, without question, my favorite YouTuber is Scott Kramer. He's, I think, the funniest guy on YouTube. I don't see...
JonTron?
You've never seen Laserbeam.
Are you talking about JonTron?
No, Scott Kramer.
Yeah, JonTron's the funniest guy on YouTube.
I think you're thinking of Laser.
Then why was JonTron not on your top 5?
Because I wasn't doing funny. I was just doing things I like. JonTron is by far the funniest guy on YouTube. It's not even close. Just slap it on there.
He's got the funniest video. If we were doing top 5 YouTube videos, he would be number 1.
Okay.
But
I'll accept that.
no, Scott Kramer's funny. He's just very likable person.
Is that Shrek?
Every time he posts a video, he's one that I would watch daily if he posted daily, but he doesn't. He posts every couple weeks. He's just, and he has a video about Rhett and Link, and Rhett and Link responded to it because they kind of like screwed him, but it's all right.
How did they?
They wanted to bring back Clearly Canadian a while ago, and they had a whole petition to do it, and he signed up and bought a case of Clearly Canadian, but they never did like if you bought a case, you were supposed to do a live stream video thing, like a Zoom call basically of the tour of the whole thing, and they never did that. So he kind of got screwed. And he called them out, and and then they responded to it and said, yeah, Clearly Canadian kind of sucked. They kind of just like didn't do any of the things that they promised, so we didn't do it. But yeah, he's really funny. You should watch him. I think Logan would like him. He reminds me a lot of Logan. Just 2 good-looking Midwestern men
He's a good-looking dude.
making
I hope
YouTube
he's from
videos.
Maine.
He's from one of the Dakotas.
Is that Midwest?
Yeah. That's like
I don't know how far the
the
Midwest
tip of
goes.
the Midwest. Some people would say that
The tip of the Midwest.
some people would say that Ohio isn't Midwest.
No.
Yeah.
Who says that?
Yeah, which person?
Tell me.
Look up maps
Point
of the
him out.
Midwest.
Point him out to me right now. Tell me right now.
Look up maps of the Midwest. A lot of people don't consider Ohio
Oh, it
Midwest.
was Drew Danil. He's
Yeah.
the one that said it. Map guy.
Midwest.
Skip loves looking at maps, but
Look at this one.
is always inferior to me with
Look
maps.
at that picture. Look at that one. Look at that one. That one doesn't have Ohio in it. Most of them do, but
Yeah, most of them do.
yeah. Did I say most people? I said some people.
You're outrageous.
But all of these maps also have North Dakota on it. So
I hope he's not.
Confirmed.
Hey,
Midwest.
What's his name?
Scott Kramer.
Scott Kramer.
Let's just
Oh, look up where he's from. I know he's from North Dakota because he did a video about how he was in a commercial with Jimmy Fallon, the Super Bowl commercial.
What if it says Ohio?
Subs across America.
What if he lived in our town?
Dude, that would be
And
crazy.
you just didn't know.
Dude, I would love it. He's my favorite YouTuber. You looking it up?
So is he your actual favorite YouTuber, or like without these stipulations? would
No, my top 4 are my top 4. Definitive. And then number 5, I just threw Leon Lush in there because it would have been GMM, but I knew you were talking about
Just
GMM
threw him
anyways.
in.
I knew that was gonna be
Compromise
your
the
number
list.
Yeah.
one. I knew that was going to be your
Just
number
put an asterisk.
The
next to it.
integrity of the list.
Fine.
Yeah.
Trim the crop top 4.
Nope, it's fine.
Solid.
Asterisk.
Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah, your turn.
Okay. My honorable mentions. Rawr. My honorable mentions are number 6, GMM. Love him.
Good one.
Amazing. I just go in spurts with them. So like, there's just like a year where I'll like watch them show all the time. And then there's just times where just if it's on, I don't click on it. Nothing to do with them. I've loved every single piece of content they've made. Number 7 is the Yogscast. I haven't watched them in years, but that was like who first started. Like I started watching on YouTube. They actually, their like Minecraft series, original Minecraft series, is just what got me into Minecraft and then YouTube in general. And then they have expanded far out more than that. I love them, but I haven't watched them in a long
Is that
time.
Syndicate? Was he there? Is that where he started? No.
No, me and your brother loved them.
I was shocked. I'm shocked they're not top 3 for
Yeah, but I just haven't watched them in so
Who
long.
was their like guy that's like most recognizable from there?
There's his name's Simon or Lewis. Simon and
Yeah.
Lewis are the 2 top guys. The one was a dwarf on Minecraft. Honeydew was his name. Irrelevant. And then number 8 is Foundation Disc Golf on YouTube. I love their podcasts, and their YouTube channel is really, really good. One of my favorites for disc golf content for sure. They just react to like the tournaments, give predictions, storylines, things like that. It's nice. I think they're really cool and very likable guys. And it's just like kind of the dream. Like it's just 3 bros, just like loving disc golf. But that's literally like all they do. It's
Could you
pretty
imagine?
a dream. Okay. My number 5 is Small Ant. I don't think you guys have ever heard of him. He's basically just what kind of his niche is like a speedrunner, but he does some really cool video. He's a streamer, but then he posts on YouTube. So he did like one of his most famous videos was like he played Pokemon Platinum and didn't take a single hit point of damage and beat the entire game. It took him like hundreds of hours. Like, yeah, he had to like, yeah, it's incredible. And he like plays games and he only beats games with shiny Pokemon.
Wait, how's that possible?
Yeah, I don't know.
You have to watch the video. He's crazy. He does cool stuff like that. And then he also is doing things now. It's called like a Pokemon map randomizer race. So basically you load up a Pokemon game and you walk into like the Pokemon Center and it doesn't take you to the Pokemon Center. It takes you to any random spot in the map. So you could walk in there and then go to the champion fight. So like you do that versus somebody and like the first person to find all the gyms, battle them, the Elite Four and the champion wins. Like it's a map randomizer race. Super cool. I love his content. Really cool guy. But yeah, number 5. Number 4 is Mr. Beast. I would say he's probably the prince of YouTube. He's kind of made the YouTube algorithm. Like put a lot of money up for grabs in your video, post it, and then make a lot of money from it, and then put a lot of money in your video. Like it's just like it's a cycle. Like all the money he gets, he just puts back into his video, and like people love it. And he is climbing the ranks so much. It's
Has he passed 100 million yet?
not yet.
I
at
loved how
98.
he did Squid Games. Like when Squid Games was huge and everybody loved that show. I never watched it, but like I knew of it, so I
Yeah.
knew what it was. And when he like recreated it, I watched it in his version.
Yeah, and he's our age.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy to think like he seems a lot older than us, and just from the way like he acts, I wouldn't think he's like a 23-year-old guy. But like he's also, I don't know, he makes it fun. Like you could be if you were like had the passion like he does, but you were just like kind of like a boring personality, it wouldn't be as popular. But I think he's never like he has to be like overly excited about some things, but it's never annoying or obnoxious, I feel like.
Mhm.
So I love all of his videos. It's really cool. Number 3 is the Super Carlin Brothers. They're kind of there are two guys that I have watched like within the last year, found them. What?
Oh, just looking.
Oh,
And I just, oh man, I love these guys so much.
Hey, brother!
Oh.
Man, way back in 2012,
brother.
Yeah, that's their catchphrase. It's just two brothers who, I don't know, I just resonate a lot with them because they just like love a bunch of nerdy stuff. Like I do. Like the biggest thing they do on their channel is Harry Potter for sure, but then they also like they love Disney and Pixar, and they also Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like they get into all the nerdy stuff. Not so much like the animes and stuff, but like especially those three genres: Star Wars, Harry Potter, and Disney / Pixar. Like they just talk about them all the time. They like go into theories. They do so much research, and it's just like you just really appreciate like what, like after me and Kelsey finished season 4 of Stranger Things, Kelsey was like, I wish they watched Stranger Things because they just like they can articulate things so well, and they just have a cool understanding of things to where like they explain things so well. They do quizzes, they do theories. It's a lot of cool stuff, and they're actually branching out and making a Pokemon or a gaming channel. And the first thing they did on there was a Pokemon Nuzlocke, which I love Nuzlockes.
I think I've watched the like one that started playing the complete Pixar theory.
Yeah. That's
3 years ago, yeah.
That's like one of their big things. And now any movie that comes out, they like say how it fits in the Pixar theory. It's great. They have a lot of cool stuff. I mean, they do a lot of it's great. I love them. It's what I dreamed to be if I was their age. Like I can definitely see myself being like them when I'm 30, however they old they are. Okay. Number 2 is Pokemon challenges. Are you guys still looking at them?
Oh, I just pulled up a Shrek.
I did not.
He's taking a Shrek BuzzFeed quiz during the podcast. Trying to figure out what Shrek character
What
he
Shrek
is.
you are? So my number 2 is Pokemon challenges. He's a Pokemon creator, but similar to Small Ant, he's a streamer and then just posts on YouTube, kind of like what he does. But he's specifically a Pokemon Nuzlocker. So I mean, we've done a Nuzlocke, and I've explained it to you. Like it's just a harder way to play a Pokemon game, and he's self-proclaimed like the best one in the world. Like does all these like super hard versions of Pokemon games, and is really cool. But I mean, now more than ever, people are like famous YouTubers or big YouTubers are like posting their Nuzlocks on YouTube, and they're really popular. And then he like just reacts to them while also like posting his own, but he reacts to them as like case studies to like help people get better at Nuzlocks. Really cool guy, really chill. Like him a lot. And it's fun because I like doing Nuzlocks because I love Pokemon, but I think the games are too easy. So it definitely challenges you. And then number 1, the king of YouTube, is PewDiePie. He's up. He is the number 1 YouTube channel like for a single person for a reason. I mean, he's so funny. His content's good, and the reason I like him as a person more than anything because he is the number 1 YouTuber, like self person, like not like a organization, but you would never know it. Like he lives in an apartment, and like his background is nothing like super crazy. Like it's just like our space right now is bigger than any studio he's ever like recorded in, or like his recording room. He just wears like a black t-shirt. Like he's never like Mr. Beast flaunts, and that doesn't really Mr. Beast has so much money because of like what he puts into his videos, but he doesn't flaunt it. PewDiePie, you would not even know he is the number 1 richest YouTuber of all time. Like he just like is on his camera with a black shirt, but he's so funny. And I mean, the one thing about him is like he posts literally like every single day. So like it's not like Mr. Beast where you have to wait like 2 or 3 weeks for another video, or Dude Perfect, or I mean even most of the people on my list. I mean, Good Mythical Morning, they're like the one that's comparable. Like they post every day, but sometimes they still go on a hiatus. But there was like 5 or 6 years where he just didn't miss a day, and like that's just good YouTube content. And I mean, I think Mr. Beast is gonna pass him eventually, and I think somebody probably along the line is gonna pass Mr. Beast. But as of right now, PewDiePie's the king.
Yeah.
And right in his Minecraft series, oh my gosh, dude, that was the best drop on YouTube ever. Like waiting for PewDiePie to drop his Minecraft series.
That was probably when I was the most into him. And then, because like I said, like he would have been on, like if we were doing like all time, but like I haven't watched a PewDiePie video in probably a year, if not more. But he's, to me, that Minecraft series, just watching where he started. If you just watch that first episode and then watch his last episode, the difference.
It's so funny. And also, how he started was reacting to horror video
Playing
games.
horror games.
Hey, that's why I made that comment when you did yours. But like my best friend at school and my roommate like wasn't a big fan of video games, Minecraft, or YouTube. They would all make fun of me for like watching like these YouTubers and stuff. And when PewDiePie came out with his Minecraft series, my friend was addicted to it. Like loved the Minecraft series, loved PewDiePie, and then eventually started playing Minecraft himself, and then eventually started watching all of PewDiePie's videos. He's just special, man. I love him. He's good.
It's a solid number one.
I mean, he's like the top one. He's like the generic number one.
Yeah.
Is what it is. But I mean, I think he's up there for a reason. I think his content's great.
What?
Nothing. I mean, I know you don't.
Nothing.
I'm not a
What?
big fan of him. I don't like him. I just
Did
don't.
you watch his Minecraft series?
I've not.
Yeah, you'd like it.
Oh my god.
You should watch his Minecraft series.
I don't know.
You watch like the first episode.
Why do you
and,
like PewDiePie?
I just don't like him. I just don't. I don't know. I just don't. I think his voice is annoying. I think like
He's Swedish.
yeah, it's annoying. I know. Sorry. You
Sorry, our Swedish
all,
listeners.
all Swedes.
Yeah, we'll just
Sorry.
ban Sweden from our
guys aren't
watch
very
list.
sweet.
Is that supposed to be a pun?
Got him. I don't know. I just have never really got drawn into him where it was like, oh man, that guy's incredible. Like any video I ever watched of him, it was just like, okay, and on to the next. But that's just my opinion. We're all entitled.
Oh yeah.
I actually first started watching him when he passed Smosh as the number one most subscribed because I was so mad because I like loved Smosh back in the days. But then when he passed him, I was like, no, like Smosh forever, blah blah blah. And then I saw like the way that they reacted to it, and they're like, here you go, here's the crown, like you can be a number one. And then started watching him, and
So is Smosh the same Smosh that like I was talking about with board games? Is that like, or is that just a brand? Like
Smosh is like just a brand. They have, 12 different channels.
Okay.
Smosh Games,
Smosh board games. Is that like a part of it?
yeah.
I was never into Smosh.
Talking about like Ian and Anthony, right?
I was talking. Yeah. I
Well,
think-
Anthony left, but yeah.
I don't know. I'm talking about the one. What's his name? I don't know. Like how I used to watch the ones like try not to laugh videos.
Yeah, that's Smosh.
That's Smosh. Okay,
Yeah.
that's why. That's what was on. my
Joven
list.
Shire and Lasercorn.
Yeah.
Smosh Games.
They're awesome. What's the one guy's name?
I don't
The ripped dude.
know. Sean?
It might be Shane.
Shane.
Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah.
uh,
I feel like, that's another one that like I just stopped watching them. And it feels like when I stop watching a YouTuber, I'm like, I should almost basically unsubscribe. Like I don't unsubscribe, but like I just, as soon as I'm done, I'm done. And I haven't watched a Smosh video in probably 5-6 years.
Hmm.
But hey, who knows? Maybe
Yeah.
I'll get back into them.
you know what it'd be like that sometimes.
Hey, quality list. Who's your least favorite YouTuber?
I mean, the only one that comes to mind is PewDiePie, but
Sam just likes popular things.
Yeah.
just likes popular things.
Dislikes.
Oh, no, that isn't the case. I just don't like. I'm just not a big fan of.
Doesn't like
PewDiePie.
Tyler Tony.
Yeah. Doesn't like Leon Lush. I had to look through my recent. Doesn't like Drew Danil.
Yeah, how do you not like Drew Danil?
Are you kidding me?
I like Zach Beal. He's pretty good.
Yeah, just because his name.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I'm just not a huge PewDiePie guy. I guess if I had a least favorite, that'd probably be my favorite, like least favorite.
It's funny because like all the guys that I would consider my least favorite YouTubers, I've completely turned around on, like Logan and Jake Paul. Used to hate them.
They're awesome.
They're so funny. Like, I love them now.
Logan just signed to WWE, didn't he?
Yeah, he's gonna be on Raw next week.
And like, I don't understand why anybody would ever be mad about that. Like I get the fact that like there's like you training and stuff, but it's half of it is sports, half of it is entertainment.
It's the same with Pat McAfee.
Yeah, like
And
half of it's sports and half of it's entertainment. Like so, you have to train and learn how to do all that stuff. But
would have been on my list if I considered him an actual YouTuber.
Pat McAfee.
But I wouldn't consider him a
Yeah.
YouTuber. He's just on YouTube.
Yeah, probably my least favorite is probably Jake Paul. I love Logan Paul.
I'd like Logan Paul more than Jake Paul.
Oh, absolutely.
I hate Jake Paul.
Is Logan's signed? Jake
Logan's
Paul's
the one that-
Logan's the one that's like impulsive and
Yes.
Jake's the one that like is like doing the boxing with all the
Yep.
professionals and somehow winning.
Logan was in one of the Nelk Boys episodes. Like it was like his party or something, and they like all showed up to his party. It was funny. That's a good one. But no, I think Logan Paul going to WWE is awesome. Like he's literally an entertainer. Like it's going to be awesome.
And he's an athlete.
I mean, and he's an athlete. Like it's not like he's going in there like not training. Like he's training. He's like doing all of what he has to do.
There's been a lot worse celebrities to be involved in WWE.
Oh, 100%.
So I'm not mad about it.
Oh yeah. Like, and I like, who knows? Like, what if he like this is like an actual contract? Like, what if this is where his career shifts to?
Could you imagine?
That'd be awesome.
Logan Paul versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania.
I mean, I would argue that I think this is where Pat McAfee ends his career. Like, I mean, obviously he's gonna have the Pat McAfee show, but like, I don't see him doing anything else, and he's a good performer in the ring. Why can't he wrestle?
Why not?
Yeah,
Why not?
He does a phenomenal job on the mic, like commentating and stuff. It's incredible.
I like him in WWE. Jake Paul, your least favorite YouTuber?
Probably.
Probably.
Just it's tough to think of him.
Yeah. I mean, if I don't like him, who's the one?
Well,
like,
the thing is, like, I don't watch.
who's the
If I don't like you, I don't watch you.
weird guy? Like
The weird guy. Smosh has 12 game or channels.
Did I say? I think I said 13. No, not that.
I'm a
weird
big
guy.
fan of David Firth. He's one of my favorites.
That's Salad Fingers.
He's one of the best.
He is one.
This was made 3 months ago.
A new one?
An hour and
Oh,
17
it's
minutes.
every episode.
Hmm.
No.
Seems like an hour and 17 minutes worth your time.
Who's is Sean? He's a huge name. Like, lives in Hollywood. He's got like this crew.
David Dobrik.
David Dobrik. There's another one too. Oh, Shane Dawson. Those two.
Ooh, you probably shouldn't say you don't like Shane Dawson.
Why not?
You probably shouldn't say that.
Okay, I
Do
like
you really
Shane.
like him?
No. He just has a way of living, and you'll get canceled.
Okay, I don't like David Dobrik. That's the only least favorite YouTuber I have. Oh, is he?
Yeah, you can't say you don't like it.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
We are allies.
we're allies.
We will not get canceled.
I played golf with Caitlyn Jenner for a FaceTime with Kim Kardashian.
That's the Nelk boy.
Yeah, that's who I like. Dude, this guy Salim, the one series, it was like a couple summers ago, he had to wear a satchel every single night they went out to the bars. And what they called it was bagging birds or whatever, like basically sleeping with women. And he had to wear this male satchel and try to pick up a woman, and then he could take it off.
What a guy.
But hey, he got it done.
Hey, fun YouTubers.
Oh yeah, I forgot the Super Carlin brothers also dive hard into Marvel too.
Yeah, I thought,
Right up
I
your
thought
guys'
you
alley.
when you said Disney, that's what I assumed you meant, but you just said Disney.
You gotta get that out of your mind. When people say Disney, they don't mean Marvel.
Well, you said like Star Wars, Disney, and then you said something
Harry
else.
Potter.
Harry Potter. So like I was,
Yeah,
you probably means Marvel.
Yeah, I just looked on their page again and I just saw like a big Marvel thing there, and I was like, oh, I kind of forgot to mention that.
Didn't Shane Dawson bang a cat?
Wait, what?
It was just funny that you just brought him up again.
I was trying to think about what he did and why. Like, I think he's the guy that banged a cat.
You know, if not, the rumor started here.
The rumor started here. I think it's a rumor though. I think it's a real thing.
I'm gonna type it.
Look it up. Make sure I'm not crazy.
Oh.
We pranked a Bigfoot expert with a fake Bigfoot.
Oh,
That's
well,
a Yeti.
It's
well,
hilarious.
What?
sexually abused his cat.
Oh, see, that's why I don't like him.
How is that? What does that even mean? Like, how do you sexually abuse a cat?
Well,
with
there's a quote
nipples?
here.
Oh.
And I don't think I should say it.
Which one? Where are you?
Can I say I don't like Shane Dawson?
Yeah, we can say that.
Okay, I don't like Shane Dawson.
Because then if we don't, we'll have PETA on us.
Yeah.
We'll have PETA on us.
What?
Yeah, awkward.
Just no chicken legs.
Stop.
Chicken legs.
I'm pretty sure David Dobrik's under some pretty hot drama right now too.
See, that's why I picked those two. It's because I think they're both like not.
I never liked David Dobrik.
I've never liked David
didn't.
Dobrik.
I've never liked him.
I think that. Here's the thing. Look at this. You see that right there? That's why the Nelk boys were in like high heat or high water because they like.
Because of Trump.
Yeah, they support Trump, so they were in high water because of that. But they just said, "F it, I don't care," and then did whatever they wanted to do anyway.
Is this the guy Bob something?
Steve will do it.
No, he posts like videos like he like.
Bob Martin.
No, he it might be.
He's jacked and like lifts like women.
No, the guy that like will do commentary for like random things. Like, oh, here we are at the boxing match, and oh, he knocked it. Like,
No, I don't think so.
I gotta look up who that is because I thought that's who you were talking about.
No, Nelk boys are just random people who party a lot and just don't give a crap about anything.
Bob.
Do you wanna let us know?
We pranked a ghost expert with a fake ghost. Yeah.
I should watch it.
Dude, you would like them actually a lot.
Bob Menery.
Bob Henry. Okay, I know who that is.
Yeah, you know, like he does like commentary for things. He's got like a very iconic voice.
Mhm.
I think he worked for Buffalo Wild Wings, and then he got canceled from
Oh,
them.
Bob Menery?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's part of the Full Send podcast. Like, he's the podcast guy.
Gotcha. That's what made me because I know he worked for Buffalo Wild Wings and he got fired from them.
Yeah,
For
see,
posting
this guy right
something.
here.
Yeah, I think that's who it
That's
is.
him.
Oh, so yeah, but he's not a Nelk boy. He was just in there with them.
He just does the podcast.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Dana White gives $250,000 to Kyle from the Nelk Boys, just for fun.
Hey, good creams. Good list.
You would. I think you should check them out, especially their Yeti ones. I think you'd like their Yeti ones. Ryan Luke Combs. That's a good interview.
I want to watch that ghost one.
Yeah.
Crazy nobody put Little Spoon Snatchers on their list.
I was going to.
Disrespectful.
See, that was going to be my idea. I was going to go because, like I said, I had my top 4 set, so I was going to make them 5, 4, 3, 2, and then Little Spoon Snatchers 1. That's the list that I came in with, but I was like, it feels like cheating. I'm not going to do it.
Feels like cheating.
But hey, quality.
What put their tongue out, didn't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
Kwanzaa creams.
I got one more thing I want to talk about real quick.
Let's talk about it.
I went to a Big Time Rush concert. I'm wearing the shirt.
Yep, get it out.
Okay, I just want to run something by you guys, make sure that I don't sound crazy. Let's see. I want to try and find the ways to word this without sounding. I'm gonna say best concert ever I've ever been to. Like, is that crazy to say?
You got exposed at that concert.
So, did you see this picture?
Got exposed.
I can try and I'm going to try and tell my side of the story, but I do want you to talk about the picture.
So,
show him. I'll show him the picture.
Well, yeah. So I knew that Skip and his sister were going. Also, I didn't know Reno was going with you.
He wasn't.
He didn't
He
go
went. He went by himself. Him and Olivia just wanted to go.
I knew Skip and his sister were going down to see Big Time Rush, and we knew the concert started at whatever time. And about halfway through, we get a picture from his sister of Skippy. And they're like 2 pictures, and they both look like Skippy is like, he's super happy. Like, he clearly doesn't know that he's getting a picture taken. And just like,
I knew there was a picture.
face like lit up, super excited, gleaming, like excitement. You can just see pure happiness on his face, like having a good time, loving it, right? Then, so that's all we get, the first pictures. That's all we have. Oh, it's a good concert.
We'll see pictures.
Then,
yeah.
Then comes a text. That text reads, Skip's reaction when Big Time Rush took their shirts off.
Here's the picture.
And I mean, I'm sure we can flash that on the thing. And then Skip texts back in the group chat and says,
Oh, yeah.
no, that's not true. Blah, 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 trying to defend himself. And then Lily sends his sister another picture of Skip like gleaming. And there's a Jumbotron behind Skip. And you can see their shirts off.
Okay.
And he got exposed.
Time to tell my side of the story. First and foremost, my face looked like that the whole night. It was, like I said, best concert I've ever been to. On our way to the concert, Lily looked at me and she was like we were just like excited driving out there. It's a 2-hour drive. And she was like, what are you going to do when they play this song? And I started like just dancing, like, you know, just having a good time, like, woo, yeah. And then she was like, kept doing that, like, what are you going to do when they say like, what's up, Ohio? Go OH. And I was like, woo. And I did that. And she was like, what are you going to do when James Maslow takes his shirt off? So as a joke, I was like, woo, like made the same face, did the same reaction. So we get there and they do like, Carlos was playing the ukulele and they were all playing songs. And James started playing, or he started singing, like they all sang like a little bit of a song. He started singing, I'm Too Sexy for My Shirt. And then he took his shirt off. It was just James. But that look wasn't a look of like, well, first off, dude is absolutely jacked. And he looked at me earlier in the concert and said, do you even lift, bro? So I'm also jacked, I guess. But he was jacked. And then, so that was a look of me looking at Lily like, how'd you know he was going to do that? Which I guess he probably does it every show. So I guess she probably saw it on TikTok somewhere. But that was a look of me like, what? You knew who? I did the woo, like, because we were laughing about it. But that's my side of the story. And then Carlos took his shirt off later in the night.
That boy.
Yeah.
Carlos close to you.
Also jacked. I think those are probably the two most jacked, and that's why those were
Not
the two.
Kendall.
I don't know if Kendall's. He looks like a stoner.
Which one's that?
That's
Kendall's
the
on your
lead
list?
guy.
On your list.
Oh. It's the
This guy right here.
no, that's James.
No, that's
Kendall.
Kendall.
James. You're right. Sorry, I'm upside down.
You
Yeah, that's
stupid.
Kendall. He has like a beard now, like not like a beard, like
I'm
a,
remembering. And
like a-
Carlos had the helmet.
Carlos had the helmet.
No, Carlos is right here.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm upside down. I can't even see him. Yeah. Okay.
Which one's Logan?
Logan?
All the way there.
Yeah, that was always my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I wonder
weird.
why.
Well, I kind of had this weird idea that like Logan was always my favorite, but I would, in my mind, looking at your shirt, that dude on the right, I always thought was the coolest. He was kind of like the stupid one,
the smart
right,
one.
in the show.
No, he was like the one that was like a genius.
This is the dumb one.
Carlos was the dumb one. He wore a helmet. And he's like,
Oh, did he always wear like leather jacket and stuff in the show?
no, that's James. He's a guy with like the
Holy hell,
mirror.
I am so lost in the show. For whatever
Did you
reason,
even watch it?
Logan's like
I
the
guess
doctor.
so. I guess not. But in my mind, Logan was Kendall, I guess.
Mhm.
And I always remembered like I wanted to like Logan because it was my name, but I hated who had the name. But I guess in my mind, I knew I liked the guy on the right, so I don't know. I must
So
have.
you just liked the name and the guy, but you didn't like the name, or you didn't like the guy with the name. What?
No, because I haven't watched that show since I was like 7.
Yeah.
So thinking back to it,
3.
thinking back to it, I knew one of them had my name, and I remember liking one a lot, but I just didn't think that the one I liked had my name. But
somehow
from
it
what I'm
was-
seeing now, it 1000% is.
was the guy.
Yeah.
Time Rush is awesome.
Dude, they are. And here's the thing, is I say best concert I've ever been to because, like, I mean, if you think about it, I started watching them when I was literally in middle school when the show first came out, like, from episode 1 on. So it's, like, a long time coming for me to go to a show.
I'm with you.
And it, like, I mean, overperformed. Like, it was incredible. So, and I say it because in the past, whenever someone would ask me what my favorite concert was, I would always say Zac Brown Band. Because it was phenomenal. Yeah. But, like, I've never disliked a concert. Like, I've never left a concert feeling like, oh, that wasn't a very good show. But, like, I've never really had a concert that stood out other than Zac Brown Band as being, like, that's the best concert I've ever been to. This one, it could be recency bias. Maybe ask me again in a month or two. But I left the concert thinking to myself, like, this was the best concert I've ever been to.
Did you not like Florida Georgia Line?
Yeah, I like Florida Georgia Line.
To me, that, like, outside of being biased of Luke Combs being my favorite, I think, like, Florida Georgia Line put on one of the best, like, shows ever.
I agree. I thought it was really good. I'd put it up there, but, like, I don't know. Zach Brown was always the one that for me.
It was cool because it was storming. He
Yeah.
didn't give a crap.
Just
he was
the-
just out there
the
playing.
atmosphere.
Yeah. It was pretty cool too.
Also, I want to say this. So we're leaving the concert, and I want to get something to drink because my voice is shot. I'm like, I can't make it 2 hours home.
Wait, did they play worldwide?
They did play Worldwide.
Good.
They did. And it was kind of a letdown because they're like walking around like, who knows every word to this song? And I'm like, me! It's like, we need people to come sing it. And they ended up going out in the crowd and they picked 4 random girls that were just sitting there.
Disrespect.
And they just sang to the girls instead of like,
Letting them sing it.
instead of like, they didn't actually sing it. I was like, why would you ask for someone to sing it if you're just looking for someone to sing to? Like, yeah, I get why I wasn't
They could've
picked.
sang to you.
They could have sang to me, dude. I would have had fun with it. I would have danced.
We think you would have taken your shirt off.
I would have taken my shirt off.
You
No,
would have
but-
got it. You would have got a kick out of that.
It would have been a moment, but
Okay, so back to what you're saying.
okay. So I go to Burger King afterwards. So I'm looking for like a fast food place just so I can get some water or something. Only place open is this Rest Stop Burger King along the turnpike. Like in the state of Ohio, it's the only place open. So I pull in here, I go inside to get some water, and I'm waiting there in line to order. And the guy who had just ordered, he stepped back, and like I'm sitting there waiting for the lady to come back. Probably, he's a dad leaning on grandpa, like that age, looked mean, looked tough, and he's like behind me. He looks at me, he's like, "Hey, you." Turn around, like, "Yeah." He's like, "You go to that Big Time Rush concert?" And like I'm expecting him to kind of like make fun of me, and I'm like kind of look down at my shirt, like I was wearing the shirt, obviously. I was like, "Yeah, what gave me away?" And he just stops and he looks at me, he's like, "Best concert I've ever been to. That was a fantastic show." It's like, dude, it was. He's like, "Yeah, I just took my son. He's about your age. He's in the car right now, and that was a 10 out of 10 concert. I wasn't expecting it to be that good." It's like, yeah, it was. And then, we kind of laughed about it, and then I get the water, and the water sucked. So
It's water.
carbonated. It was carbonated.
It's tonic.
That's hilarious.
I got
Sparkling water sucks.
I got 3 waters, and because I didn't want to just get water, I wanted to like buy something. I bought a fountain drink too, just so I can get like a tea or something. All 3 waters were carbonated, like not the sparkling water, like carbonated
It's
water.
Tonic, yeah.
So I'm like, that's disgusting. I didn't drink any of them. So I'm like, luckily I have this tea I can drink. So I go to drink the tea.
It's sweet tea or something.
Carbonated.
No, it literally. When I tell you, I don't know. I spent $3 on this tea, and it was the biggest ripoff of my life. It literally tasted like water that someone had just put a cigarette out in. It didn't even. There was not even a resemblance of tea in the taste of this drink. Like I tasted it. I was like, that tastes like cigarette smoke. Like,
That's disgusting.
it was the most disgusting thing I've ever drank in my life. And I was so thirsty that I drank more, like expecting it to maybe get better. But no, it was the worst. And we literally spent 20 minutes at this Burger King just for me to get carbonated and cigarette water.
That's unlucky.
It sucked.
Worst concert ever, it sounds like.
But no, the concert was great. I had a good time.
That's why I would have rather just stayed home and watched it on my TV.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I got a lot of videos. We could watch the whole concert if you want. I got all the videos on my phone.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't put it on your Snapchat.
Reno did.
I put one on.
I mute Rena's story for that exact reason.
I took one video and I realized that the video was like a couple pictures and then one video, but I realized the video was like 3 10-second clips. So I deleted the last 2. So it was just a one video, which that seems fine.
Yeah. Man of the people.
They were like,
You're self-aware.
yeah.
Thinking about others.
I used to do that. I used to post.
All right, so what Big Time Rush song is your song of the week? Because we know it is.
Highlight of the show, or not highlight of the show.
No,
One-
song of the week.
One that I wasn't.
Oh.
My song of the week.
Oh.
One that I wasn't expecting to be this good, which I guess it is like a fan favorite and a big part of the show. Confetti Falling. That was a great song. Probably one of the highlights of the show for sure. Confetti Falling, Big Time Rush song of the week.
What about you, Wilkster?
Haven't really been listening to music all too much this so weekly. Need to Breathe came out with a new song, so I've been listening to that for a little bit, but not much. I just I haven't really been going places, so I haven't really been jamming out to music. So it's called Talk of the Town by Need to Breathe. I like it. I like it a lot.
Talk of the Town?
Mhm.
Okay.
Mine is something I just found yesterday, and I honestly have listened to it like 18 times since yesterday. It's called June by Briston Mahoney. Mahoney or Mahoney? One of the two. It's
June.
good. June.
But it's July.
Yeah, you can't listen to that song anymore, Sam. Not so nice. Not so nice year.
Give it a year. Then it can bring comeback song of the week.
Just a weapon noise, actually.
All right. Are we leaving? Hey, thanks for watching.
Hey, thanks for listening.
Yeah, both those. Thanks.